I'm Teacher Vicky Hine, and I'm here today because I want to tell you a story. Remember me? I come to your classes sometimes. Okay, the book I chose for this occasion is It Will Be Okay by Lisa Turkhurst and illustrated by Natalia Moore. This is a story about a little seed and a little fox. The little seed lives in a dusty shed in a rickety shelf, hidden in a cozy packet. Day after day, little seed watched as the farmer came into the shed. The farmer's strong hand would reach into the packet and he would say, "I have a good plan for you," each time he selected a seed. Little seed knew the farmer was good and kind, but he did not want to leave his home. Little seed liked living inside the cozy packet on the rickety shelf in the farmer's dusty shed. He did not want to go. This is a farmer over here. And this is Little Fox. In a nearby woods, under the big tall trees, in a comfy den, lived a playful fox. Little Fox raced around the tree trunks in the woods. "Yippee!" he shouted with glee. But then a long black shadow scared him, and he hurried to hide in his den. He was scared of the dark shadows, and howling winds, and rain, and most everything. Little Fox liked his comfy den under the big, tall trees in the nearby woods. He did not like being afraid. One particular dark night, a storm rumbled in the forest. Thunder boomed, and lightning flashed. Rain poured into the little fox den. "Oh no!" Little Fox cried as he scurried through the woods, trying to find somewhere safe and dry and not scary. He barreled inside the farmer's dusty shed, bumped into the rickety shelf, and knocked over the cozy seed packet. Little seed rolled out onto the floor. Here's Little Fox, and here's Little Seed. They are close, nose to nose. A surprised Little Fox found himself standing. Little Seed: "I am Little Fox, and I live in the den under the big tall tree in the nearby woods," he explained. "I love to play in the woods, but I'm afraid of dark shadows and howling winds," he said. "There are no winds or shadows in your shed. Can I live here with you? Will you be my friend?" Little Seed said, "Do you see a pillow? Do you see a bed? Do you see a place to lay your wet head? No, you don't, because this place is the farmer's shed." But then Little Seed thought of how safe and warm it was inside the cozy packet on the rickety shelf in the farmer's dusty shed. He thought it might be quite nice to have a friend. And Little Fox and Little Seed became best friends. Little Seed told silly stories, and Little Fox made funny faces. Each day, when the farmer came to the shed, Little Fox hid away. But the farmer was good, and the farmer was kind, and the farmer was always watching over them, even when they didn't know it. One morning, the farmer came into the shed, as he had on many days. "Little Seed," he said, as he placed him in his hand, "I have a wonderful plan for you. I have waited for just the right time, and today is the day." "Oh no, please no, I don't want to go," thought Little Seed. This is Little Seed, and it is in the farmer's hand. Let's see what's gonna do the farmer with Little Seed. But the farmer took Little Seed and dig a hole in the ground and put Little Seed inside the ground. "Now, Little Seed, this is going to be different, and it might seem scary, but it will be okay. You can trust me," said the farmer. Little Seed wished he were inside the cozy packet on the rickety shelf in the farmer's dusty shed. "I want to trust, even when I can see. But how in the world is this good for me?" "Little Seed, come back. Little Fox is so worried," cried Little Fox. "She is looking for his friend on top of the tractor, behind the tractor, under the tractor." He looked under the dog's wing and inside the dog's floppy ears. He looked in the horse's stall, in the pig's pen, and even in the farmer's wood bin. Little Seed could not be found anywhere. Now Little Fox was really worried. "Little Seed!" he shouted. "I'm here! I'm here! Way down in the dirt. I'm scared and I'm lonely, but I'm not hurt." Can Little Seed's muffled voice right below him? Little Fox thought hard for something to say or something to do that would help his friend not be scared, but he was afraid too. It's different and scary to be someplace new, but it will be okay, Little Seed. Little Seed was not so sure, and neither was Little Fox. But the farmer was good, and the farmer was kind, and the farmer was always watching over them, even when they didn't know it. This is Little Fox, and Little Fox stays very, very close to Little Seed, and Little Seed is way in the ground. Little Fox stayed by Little Seed night after night and day after day. He was scared and lonely too. But after a while, Little Fox started to see how the farmer took care of them. Fresh water for Little Seed, sweet berries for Little Fox. He wasn't even quite so afraid when he saw the dark shadows or heard the howling wind. Little Fox was starting to believe that the farmer was good and the farmer was kind. "My friend," whispered a sleepy Little Fox to Little Seed, "go to sleep. It'll be okay." Here's Little Seed under the ground. And one day, one spring morning, Little Seed felt a mysterious stirring. He looked down and discovered he was no longer a little seed. He was becoming something brand new, something wonderful. He pushed up through the dark, out of the dirt, and right through the ground. This is Little Seed. It has become a little plant like this one that I brought for you today. A little plant. At first, it was a seed. And there, looking sleepy-eyed and surprised, was his friend, Little Fox. Now, the little seed that has become a little plant and Fox are friends again. And they start. Little Fox looked down and saw a beautiful green sprout. "My friend!" Even in dark and messy places, they were friends, but now they're close together again. Little Seed grew into a big, strong tree. And when spring came, and autumn came, and winter came, and the good and kind farmer was always watching over them. Little Seed liked things to stay the way they were. Little Fox was sometimes afraid. But just as they learned to trust the farmer, we can learn to trust God. We do not need to fear. He has a wonderful plan. God loves you, and He is kind. And in the end, it really will be okay. Trust the truth in the tough things you face, confusing times in the messy, hard place. God loves you, and He is kind. Remember this always in your heart and in your mind. Did you like the story? Well, I invite you to come one of these days, and I'll be here to tell you another story. For now, have a good afternoon. Be nice, be good, and remember, there's always a good plan for you. Bye-bye. See you later.